Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and we have a huge release week coming up for Blu Ray and 4K, so here's everything that is coming out on October 1st. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will leave a link for that in the description. Okay, the second apocalypse for 4K has arrived. It seems to be this is going to be a thing for the next several months. I know November's got a few things on tap for that first week, and if rumor has it, we're going to get that last Pixar dump in 4K in December, but nothing's concrete on either of those two scenarios yet, so let's just focus on October. We have a lot coming out this week. It's really just going to be heavy on the wallet, and we're still, a lot of us are still recovering from September 10th, but all right, so let's dive into this. The last few movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are going to be getting the 4K treatment, Doctor Strange being the first one. I'm excited to see this one. Honestly, I love the 3D edition. I'm going to hold on to that forever, but I'm very anxious to see how the HDR treats this. I bet it's going to look gorgeous, and of course we have a Steelbook edition of that one, which, you know, if you're a Steelbook collector, this is good news for you also this week. So, also Ant-Man, the first one, is coming out on 4K. Once again, the 3D is top-notch. But I'm interested to see how the overall image is going to look in 4K. I think it's going to look great. I'm excited for it. And then Steelbook as well for this one. Also, and finally, the first Guardians of the Galaxy will be getting a Steelbook edition in addition to the normal slipcover. And that will complete our 4K library of Marvel Cinematic Universe films. And I'm glad, because I've been waiting to do a 4K marathon in the next couple of weeks. I'm just going to knock all these out, and I can't wait. This is going to be exciting, but just, you know, we've still have plenty more for this week. Also coming out this week is going to be, of course, Spider-Man Far From Home, and that is getting a slipcover edition as well as a Steelbook edition. I believe Target also has something. We're going to check that out tomorrow during the shopping video. But if they don't, that's kind of a missed opportunity on their part. But considering Sony releases the Spider-Man films due to their rights issues, they don't follow the normal Marvel Disney palette. So we might not be getting a special edition over Target or Walmart. But we will, of course, check that out tomorrow. In this case, I don't know what's going on with Sony lately in their Steelbook covers, but they've been pretty bad. And I'm a Steelbook collector, and I'm really struggling to like justify the extra cost for this one. I may just go with the standard slipcover because I think it looks, honestly, out of the two of them, looks really nice. So I'm probably going to go that way. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, also coming out this week, Frozen in 4K, which is getting a standard slipcover edition, as well as a Best Buy Steelbook. The Steelbook is stunning. I can't wait, because this was like a Disney Movie Club exclusive cover at one point, and I think they used that same promo art over in Europe somewhere during the movie's initial run. I think this is a beautiful looking Steelbook. I can't wait to get a hold of it. I think it's going to be a very nice HDR presentation, so look for reviews for all of these, of course, this week. And also, another big release is Stanley Kubrick and Stephen King's The Shining. To say I'm beyond excited for this one is an understatement. I'm super thrilled that we're getting this. I'm so happy we're not going through the big shortage issue that we did with 2001 last year. I was really kind of wondering if that was going to happen, but mine is already scheduled for in-store pickup over at Best Buy, so I don't have to worry about, you know, missing out on this one. And of course, we do have a standard slipcover edition as well as a Steelbook. I opted to go with the Steelbook, of course, but the slipcover edition is not too bad, so I don't think you can go wrong either way. And also coming out in 4K from Warner Brothers is the original Gremlins. This was a welcome surprise when I heard this was coming, and I can't wait. The slipcover looks nice, and the Steelbook edition from Best Buy, just both good covers in my opinion. I'll be going for the Steelbook. And I haven't seen this one in an age. It's been a while. So I'm anxious to see how the restoration went, and as far as 4K image goes, I think it's going to look phenomenal. I'm just excited for it. Also coming out this week is Zombieland, the first one, which will be coming out to 4K. And there's going to be slipcover edition and a Steelbook edition over at Best Buy. From what I'm hearing, that it's only going to be the Steelbook edition over at Best Buy. The standard slipcover edition will not be available yet. So you may have to hold out for that, and I don't see Target carrying it, and maybe Walmart might carry it. We'll check that out during the shopping video tomorrow. Also coming out this week, long overdue, is Pan's Labyrinth from Guillermo del Toro in 4K. This was originally scheduled for the end of it was like during the summertime of this year, and then it got unexpectedly bumped. and I'm finally excited to get this one. And it's also going to mark, I believe, one of the first movies that's been currently available on Criterion to actually get a 4K edition. Not from Criterion, this is just going to be a release from the studio. But I don't know, one day we may get a Criterion edition of this in 4K. That would be amazing, just on extras alone. But as it stands, I can't wait to own this one. I think this is one of his best films, and I'm anxious to check it out in 4K and see how the HDR treats it. Also coming out this week is, once again, a long overdue, is the Addams Family Values. That is coming to standard Blu-ray. They're going to be re-releasing the first two films in separate editions. You can also get a 2-pack. But the Addams Family Values has never been on Blu-ray, so I'm really excited for this one because I'm a huge Addams Family fan. Love the first movie, I love the series, and it always bothered me we never got a Blu-ray edition, but that is now going to be changing. This might be in stores, but I would check Amazon if you really want to get your hands on this one. But I don't know, I think it might actually be in stores, so we're going to check that out tomorrow when we hit Best Buy. Also coming out is The Death and Return of Superman. Now, this is going to combine the two animated films that were released earlier this year. It's going to, The Death of Superman and Reign of the Superman. It's going to combine them into one movie, kind of like what they did with The Dark Knight over in the Batman camp. But you know, as far as this goes, like, I like Death of Superman a lot. I feel that was a stronger entry. Reign of Superman had some issues in my opinion, but I think overall, if you want to collect them all in one, just one edition, you are going to be able to do that. As you can see here, it comes with a figurine. I believe that's a Best Buy exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. There might be other exclusives out there, but we'll check tomorrow. Also coming out in, as far as Arrow Video is putting out, it's called The Prey. That will be available. That's probably going to be more of an online kind of pickup or delivery thing. It might show up over at Barnes & Noble. They've been known to get those kind of Arrow and Shout Factory stuff. So if you want to check stores, check your Barnes & Noble. That's probably your best option. I just don't see Best Buy carrying these. Also coming out is Itsy Bitsy from Shout Factory. This looks interesting. I like a good cheesy horror film and spiders. You know what? I love it. So I'm probably going to look to pick this one up as well. Hopefully I can get it for a relatively cheap price out there. Also coming out is Doom Annihilation. This one is just a loose reboot sequel to Doom. I don't know, from the earlier films with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So I don't know. This, we'll see. I have to wait for reviews on this one. Also coming out in TV finally is HBO's Chernobyl. That will be coming out in Blu-ray. Unfortunately, no 4K edition, which I feel is a real shame. The limited series on HBO really lends itself. I think 4K would have looked amazing with this. So we're unfortunately only getting a standard Blu-ray. And finally, the DC streaming service is going to be releasing the first season of Doom Patrol. I haven't seen this one yet, but I'm anxious to check it out. But I don't typically buy TV shows for my collection, but I'm going to check it out on the DC streaming service. Another big week at our Best Buys and Targets and so forth. So I'm excited for a lot of these. I'm going to be getting most of them and just going to be doing reviews for the channel. So let me know in the comments below what you plan on picking up this week. What are your go-tos? And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.